Hey guys, Charlie again with Amelia Bedelia Unleashed. So let's get started on Chapter 9. Chapter 9, Doggone. Charlie dashed out to the deck. Perry, Perry, he called. Come here, boy, come here, Perry. Amelia Bedelia could hear the panic in Charlie's voice. They kept calling and calling Perry's name over and over until it seemed to echo through the entire neighborhood. But it was no use. Perry had evaporated into thin air. This is all my fault, said Charlie. Perry probably doesn't feel well, like I do, and he's run away. I know, said Amelia Bedelia. Let's make posters and hang them up in the neighborhood. That works for a lady I know who lost her dog, Baby. We don't have time, said Charlie. This is an emergency. I am cooked. The show is in a couple of hours. Mom is depending on me. Amelia Bedelia watched the breeze blow another tuft of Perry's hair across the deck. She caught it and held it to her nose. She could still smell the yummy conditioner they had used. Her eyes grew large, and she said, Charlie, I'm pretty sure you're not cooked. I've got a real idea, but I need to call someone before I can tell you what it is. Charlie handed her a phone. This is what he heard Amelia Bedelia say. Hi, Diana. It's me, Amelia Bedelia. Hi, I'm okay. You know that bloodhounds you walk, Sherlock? Right, like the detective. Can I take him for a walk today? Like right now? Perfect. Will you tell Mr. Holmes I'm picking him up? Thanks, we're on our way. Amelia Bedelia grabbed Charlie's hand. Let's go, she said. Sherlock is on the case, and he'll help us for sure. Those are the droopiest jowls I've ever seen, said Charlie. They were headed back to the deck, the last place they had seen Perry. Sherlock can find anything, said Amelia Bedelia. We just need to give him a clue to work with. She waved the tuft of Perry's fur under Sherlock's nose. His tail began to wag from side to side, faster and faster. Ba-roo! Bayed Sherlock. He took off, dragging Amelia Bedelia and Charlie along with him. Ba-roo, ba-roo! They ran over the lawns, through backyards, across the tennis court, then straight down a street lined with stores. Sherlock led them right into the nearest butcher shop. We're wasting time, moaned Charlie. Sherlock doesn't know where Perry is. He just wants lunch. Amelia Bedelia wasn't so sure. Excuse me, she said to the butcher. Did a huge French poodle stop by here? The butcher laughed. You mean the dog with the world's worst haircut? Wow, that's him, said Charlie. Yes, said the butcher. He was here a few minutes ago. He looked miserable. Hey, who butchered his hair? Amelia Bedelia and Charlie looked at each other. Anyway, said the butcher, I felt sorry for him, so I gave him a hot dog. That was really nice of you, said Amelia Bedelia. Here, said the butcher. Here's a hot dog for your bloodhound. Thank you, said Amelia Bedelia. This can be a special treat for Sherlock when he finds Perry. If he finds Perry, said Charlie. Amelia Bedelia dangled the tuft of Perry's hair under Sherlock's head once more. Track, she said. Ba-roo, ba-roo, bayed Sherlock, and away they went. Amelia Bedelia could tell that Sherlock was hot on Perry's trail. They bounded through backyards, over a compost heap, and into a briar patch. Across the stream, where Sherlock paused to sniff the bank. Amelia Bedelia looked at Charlie. You're a total mess, she said. So are you, said Charlie. If we look this bad, imagine what Perry is going to look like. Kiss the dog, show goodbye. Bay-roo! Bayed Sherlock at the top of his lungs. This time, there was a reply. They heard a feeble woof that sounded like it was coming from miles away. It's Perry! Shouted Charlie. Sherlock took off again and led them into a culvert. A tunnel that let the stream flow under a road, where they found Perry. He was wet, cold, shivering, dirty, disgusting mess. Still, they both threw their arms around him. He covered their faces with kisses in return. Amelia Bedelia hugged Sherlock and gave him his hot dog treat. It disappeared into his jowls and was devoured in one gulp. Bah! I think he's saying thank you, said Amelia Bedelia, laughing. Amelia Bedelia and Charlie returned Sherlock to Mr. Holm on their way back to Charlie's house. Charlie's mom drove into the driveway just as they lifted Perry into the warm, soapy bath. When she checked on their progress, she was surprised to find Perry still in the tub. My goodness, she said, you two are going to wash him away. I just want him to look his best, said Charlie. That wasn't really a lie, thought Amelia Bedelia, but it wasn't the whole truth either. She concluded that it was just a fib. Well, shout if you need me, said Charlie's mom. I'll be down in my office. While Charlie scrubbed the muck out of Perry's coat and pulled out burrs and brassiers, Amelia Bedelia called Diana again. This is what she said. Can your friend Eric, your dog groomer, perform miracles? Chapter 10 is called 2 for 1, but that's next time. So, sorry. Like, subscribe, and click the bell if you like it. See ya!